Happy Monday, everyone. Make sure this is okay. Welcome to another week. My son woke up with a cough and a sniffly nose, and he is home for the day. So that's how my week is starting. You just never know in motherhood what's going to come up. We're going to talk about, do you feel lonely in motherhood? Okay, so before I get started, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, grow the channel, get the word out. Moms, we don't have to feel alone. So that is where my YouTube channel is going to help so many moms, support moms with this feeling of loneliness. Please don't feel alone. So make sure you're on that YouTube channel. And if you are watching on YouTube and you're not in my community, this is my Facebook community called Reactive to Relaxed Self-Care Without the Mom Guilt. That's where we build community, where we find a place to be, not feel so alone in motherhood. So if you are in my Facebook group and you're just watching, just, hanging out, I know, I see you. I was that person, just, I'm going to watch. I'm just going to hang out. I'm just going to see what other people do. Hashtag replay. Let me know you're watching the video. Just say hi so I can say hi. That's it. Let's start building connections. Let's start building relationships in that group. So say hi, say hashtag replay, whatever it is, like the video, and I will say hi to you back. All right, so and if you're commenting live, I can hopefully see your comments and say hi to you here. That would be fun. All right. We are going to talk about feeling lonely in motherhood, and I have to go back to early motherhood for me. I was living in New York, working at an independent school, no family around, just my husband and me. But that community was everything to me, that school community. And having a co-teacher, my dearest friend Carrie, even though we live miles and miles apart, that relationship was very important to me. Not feeling alone in infanthood. We both had our daughters weeks apart, and we took care of each other's baby, and we could still teach at the same time. That was super important, that I still do the things I love. So we worked half days. We were so lucky that we could use each other, co-teaching, working half days, being with babies half days. It was the perfect scenario. It only lasted 6 months, though. My husband and I packed up and moved to Indiana to take care of my mother-in-law. That's where this feeling of loneliness comes in. What was I going to do without any friends? We suddenly had family, which was great, but it wasn't really my community. I didn't feel like I belonged yet. It took a lot of time to build friends, build a network, build support. It felt very lonely moving with a 6-month-old baby, my first child, not knowing what the heck I was doing as a first-time mom, and living with my mother-in-law, who was very helpful, but also very ill. Fast forward a couple years, preschool years, starting to build a friend network, finding out who meshed with our family, which friendships were going to be the ones that felt good to both my daughter and my husband and I. Building these communities has always been something I do, and but it's not easy. It does feel like you're alone often, especially the amount of times we've been moving in our childhood. So now we've moved again 2 more times since then, since my daughter was in preschool. So we've had to start over with communities several times. And it can feel very, very lonely. And if you're in that place where you just don't have a group of moms or a group of friends nearby or close family members nearby, it does feel very lonely. But I just want you to know you are not alone. There are so many moms that feel this way, and you have to take a baby step. You need to take a baby step. So, one way to do that is just getting in my Facebook group, conversing, answering questions, commenting um, on other people's posts. Everybody in there is friendly. And if not, I don't allow people to stay. If you are feeling like there isn't uh, a reciprocal relationship, or somebody is judging, um, or even responding, or messaging you outside the group, and you are not comfortable with that, let me know, because I'm there to keep that a safe community. I build safe communities. So that is one way to be a part of a community, but you do need to participate. You can't just stay there and watch from the sidelines. Okay. So just say hashtag replay if you're watching the video. That's the first step, baby steps. Um, the other thing is, in the description of this video, well, first of all, I want to say why this is really important. Why taking these steps to find support is really, really important. From Atlas of the Heart here. Loneliness is a significant health threat. I truly believe this. It is a significant health threat. If you are feeling depression, body aches and pains, illness, you're sick all the time, ask yourself, do you feel connected to the people in your lives? Do you feel connected, and do you feel seen, heard, and understood by the people in your life? It is super important. Both my parents died an early death because extreme loneliness, which also leads to extreme shame. So she says here, of course, we're social species. That's why connection matters. It's why shame is so painful and debilitating. It's why we're wired for belonging. This is a vicious cycle. If you are not getting the connection you need, there's a shame and there's debilitating pain. I know how vulnerable it is to reach out and build a community. It takes one person for you to reach out to say, hey, how's it going? I really need to hang out, or I really need to talk, or I'm feeling lonely, or I really want somebody to connect with and talk to. You are not alone. Everybody has felt this. So there is no reason somebody would say, no, can't talk to you. No, I don't want to hang out. I don't want to get lunch with you, or maybe, another day. But you have to take those steps to start building some sort of relationship. The other thing is, she said that in the book, at the heart of loneliness is absence of meaningful social interaction. An intimate relationship, friendships, family gatherings, or even community or work group connections. The absence of meaningful social interactions. So, are your social interactions meaningful? Like, you may be surrounded by people and family, but is it meaningful? Do they understand you? Do they see you for your full brilliance, your full uniqueness? And I understand how family doesn't see that sometimes. You may have to go elsewhere. Okay. In my groups, so in the description of this video, if you just want to start with a free call, I've got a link there. Let's chat, because I know how overwhelming it is. You're like, I feel alone. I don't know what to do. That's our talk. Okay. Where can you start in your life? I've got so many options if you want to work with me, but if you just want to chat and be like, I'm lonely, I don't know where to start, Can we talk about why this is? Let's talk about it. Free chat there in the description of the video. Also, we have a workshop coming up for working moms. So if you are a work at home mom or you want to figure out something you can do from home, then we have a workshop coming up. And there's, I don't think the early bird code is working anymore, but you can try it. We might have forgot to take it off. The workshop's super inexpensive. You get 2 more calls with us. It's a 90-day goal setting. So 1 hour and a half workshop and then a call every 30 days to check in. I don't just leave you high and dry. I build community for you and with you. Own the Home Revolution is where you need to be. That's where everything is. That's where we're building connections in motherhood. And because you're building connections in your motherhood and with yourself, that is going to be the change you wish to see in your kids. Do you want a connected family? Do you want a family that feels meaningful? Do you want children that feel connected and valued in their relationships? This is where we do it all, Own the Home Revolution. I'm having conversations. I'll put it up on the screen for those of you watching on YouTube. Message me, founding member. Just message my Facebook business page, Tanya Milano Parent Coach. Message me there. I'm having conversations about it. You can decide if you're in or out. If it's not for you, maybe later it is for you. But that's where we're building connections with people that really understand us in our parenting, really get what we want to do. And all of us are unique in that community. And we're raising unique children in that community. So I would love to have a conversation with you. And I hope you have a really wonderful week. And I hope to be talking with you this week. You are not alone in your mothering, even if it feels lonely. Have a great week, everybody.